Hadn't really planned on making another video at this stage with the top end work on the BSA 350 Gold Star, but I may already be onto something here. I might have found something. I've checked the piston ring gaps in the bore. The bore's good and the piston ring gaps are all very acceptable in it, so I've got no problem regarding refitting the cylinder barrel. I was going to set about getting the valves out the head, and I just started having a bit of a preliminary sort of clean up around in the combustion chamber before getting the valves out, and I think I've found something. Bear in mind that these Gold Stars use, or can use, these sort of peelable laminated gaskets like this one had fitted. I was just cleaning around the combustion chamber there, and this happened. This came out. Now that came out of there, and you've got a recess in the cylinder head. It's supposed to correspond to this quite sort of shallow sort of shoulder or spigot on the liner, and as I understand it, or certainly with the Royal Enfields, I'll check, but I believe that you can actually sort of lap this face into this one to get a direct seal there to hold the compression. And then I think you're supposed to sort of measure the gap that you've got once the head is fitted, and then peel your head gasket down to the required thickness and then fit that. But I think what someone's done here is they've obviously fitted the head on top of the barrel, which has had a gasket in place and perhaps not very well in place, and somehow we've ended up with this. This is actually quite a thick bit of material, though. It seems to be thicker. Well, some of the gasket segments are thicker than others, I don't know, but one thing's for certain, that was in there, and I don't think it was supposed to be in there, and I think it's come from a head gasket which has been misplaced, and then when the cylinder head's been placed over the barrel and tightened, the sort of spigot and the recess have trapped this and bitten it out the head gasket. So you've had that, the thickness of this, which is quite substantial. It's a good few thou, it's probably about 8 thou or so, perhaps holding the cylinder head on the skew very slightly, and then the head gasket has been battling to hold the compression, and hence we've got all the black blow marks around here. So I'm going to clean everything up and check the clearance, or check for clearance between the gasket faces of the head and the barrel once the head is resting on top of the liner spigot, and see if it's viable to lap that joint in to hold the compression, and then use presumably another laminated gasket just to sort of seal around here. But I'm going to see if I can hold the compression by means of this here, because that certainly wouldn't have been holding it before, with this in the way, holding not far half of it on the skew if to the rest of it. So that's an interesting and hopefully worthwhile little find there, I think.